final round of the Toyo Tyres MSA British Rallycross Championship is here at Croft. This is where it all began back in March, and now we have a two-way shootout for the title. Last time out, a double-header at Pembrey gave a win apiece to Julian Godfrey and Nathan Heathcote. Godfrey won on Saturday. In the other direction, Heathcote won on Sunday in dreadful weather conditions. But he was the master, and he brings himself now into title contention. Warren Scott was one of those in strife, Jake Harris with damage. The Heathcote-Godfrey battle for the crown raged on the track as well, but it was Nathan Heathcote ahead when it mattered. The Citroën ahead of the Fiesta, they ran nose to tail, but Nathan Heathcote was on target for victory, his second of the season, having won at Croft at the beginning of the year. 8 rounds in, Julian Godfrey leads the championship by 10 points from Nathan Heathcote, with rookie Ollie Bennett third ahead of the now injured Ollie O'Donovan fourth. So, after his win at Pembrey, is Nathan Heathcote the man to beat?
A few rounds ago you were well out of this championship, and now you're only 10 points behind Julian. What can you do here?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be trying everything to get the edge on Julian here. I think it works out that I've got to come first and he's got to come sixth to win the championship. So there's a lot for me to do. But yeah, just had practice and that went well. So it's looking good.
Julian, you're a 5-time British Rallycross champion. You've been in this position many times before. What's your strategy for today?
Just trying to stay out of trouble. I haven't got a win event today. Just try and get on the front or the second row of the final, and just try and keep it to the end.
Oliver, the guys are working hard on the car. How was practice for you?
Yeah, it's good. We only get 2 laps, so it's a quick baptism of fire on the first day. But yeah, it's understeering a bit, so we're just trying to change that a bit now. Obviously, we're a bit between wet and dry here at the minute, which makes setup a bit tricky. But yeah, I think it's all right. Sort the understeer out and we'll be away.
This is the race everybody has been waiting for, the MSA British Rallycross Championship Showdown. Nathan Heathcote on pole from Warren Scott and Ollie Bennett, Steve Hill and Kevin Proctor on row 2, Julian Godfrey is on row 3, Andy Grant and Mad Mark are out with sensor and transmission problems respectively. The lights go green, Nathan Heathcote blasts away and he picks up the advantage on board with Steve Hill down towards Clairvaux for the first time. Pat Duran and Jake Harris, by the way, are in as the reserves, and Duran goes wide at the first corner. Heathcote leads the way. Now he has got to win this with Julian Godfrey 6th or lower. Nathan Heathcote up front, then he can do no more than that, but he's rather dependent on what the others do and what therefore happens to Julian Godfrey. So Heathcote leads, Scott second, Duran is third, Bennett fourth, Hill 5th, 6th is Proctor, and 7th is Godfrey. That would be enough to give the championship then to Nathan Heathcote. Let's see, Bennett getting into the back of Warren Scott. Hill gets up the inside. Julian Godfrey's got to make progress here. He's got to be in the top 5. He's got past Proctor. Now there's a chance to challenge on the inside line. This is Hill who's off the road and back on again. There are cars everywhere, visibility is limited. And down towards Clairvaux they come. Where is Godfrey? 6th, that's not quite enough. But he's now got himself up past Duran since they went over the timing line, and Hill has dropped back as well. So they're shuffling at every corner. Proctor has picked up more damage. And have a look up the road. Somebody's looking very smoky. It's Godfrey, I think. It is, look, the rear wheel's loose. Julian Godfrey's got broken suspension. The championship leader is out of the race. Julian Godfrey's car is stranded. Look at the back of it. He's picked up big damage somewhere. Ollie Bennett slides his way down to the hairpin, but with Julian Godfrey out of the race, Nathan Heathcote now can go for the race win and go for the championship win at the same time. High drama, 5 times champion Julian Godfrey is not going to make it 6, and we could have another rookie champion. Nathan Heathcote following on from Dan Rook as Warren Scott goes really wide at Clairvaux. Very nearly had to pay to get back into the circuit there, so why did he go? But he amazingly hangs on to his place ahead of Steve Hill. Julian Godfrey on 3 wheels is trying to carry on and take some points, because if anybody else dropped out and he kept going, he might just be able to take the points required. So he's dragging the mortal remains of the car, but the clerk of the course may not like that on 3 wheels. He won't be doing much good to the track surface. Bennett sideways down at the hairpin. Proctor slow and Hill challenging. They had a great battle in the semi-final, but here Steve Hill's challenge is repelled. Time to catch your breath. High drama in the race. Heathcote leading, Bennett second, Scott third. Then it's Proctor ahead of Hill and Duran. And now Kevin Proctor is ahead of Warren Scott. Look, he might have a problem. He slows a little and he goes wide again at Clairvaux. Warren's picked up some damage along the way in the Liam Duran prepped car. And now it's Steve Hill who comes up to challenge him. So Warren Scott's starting to struggle a little bit, but Nathan Heathcote, winner here at the start of the season, leads the final for the supercars. And could he come out as the race winner and the championship winner? It looks like he might be able to here. Ollie Bennett coming under attack from Kevin Proctor, who again gets quicker as the race wears on, but by that stage the damage is done really, because Nathan Heathcote is away and gone, and Ollie Bennett's better pace than the start of the season puts him very clearly ahead of Proctor, making him a hard man to pass. Fourth is Steve Hill ahead of Duran and then Harris. The two drivers that got in as reserves because of the problems for Grant and for Mad Mark, putting them in the points in the top six. There's Proctor hard at work. What can he do, if anything, now about Ollie Bennett, as Nathan Heathcote looks as though he is on target for the win? Down towards the hairpin. It's very slippery there, but he can check his mirrors and see the gap he's got. So now he just has to drive smoothly, as then knocking tyre stacks aside is Kevin Proctor ahead of Ollie Bennett now. Onto the last lap goes Nathan Heathcote, last year's Suzuki Swift champion, and his LD Motorsports run DS3 looks like it's going to give him a race win. There is Nathan Heathcote. He started the season in the Citroen C4, the car built by Kenneth Hansen's team, that's in the hands here of Pat Duran, as way wide goes Kevin Proctor. And although it won at the start of the season, this DS3 is a much more modern car, and that's what Nathan Heathcote has been using for the second half of the season to very good effect. Remember, he won at Pembrey, and it looks like he's going to win at Croft as well. Nathan Heathcote bounces his way across the loose. There is one corner to go. The 2017 Toyo Tyres MSA British Rallycross champion is Nathan Heathcote as he blasts across the line. Nathan Heathcote wins the final at Croft. He wins the championship. Ollie Bennett blasts his way through after a great rookie season in the sport behind Kevin Proctor. Nathan Heathcote is a race winner. Kevin Proctor second, Ollie Bennett third, ahead of Steve Hill, Jake Harris and Pat Duran. Julian Godfrey doesn't make it to the end.
MSA British Rallycross champion, your first year in supercar, how does that feel?
Yeah, I never thought I'd come into it this year. I thought I'd definitely come in hopefully getting towards the top, but yeah, to come out number one is just an awesome feeling. I mean, I had my fair bit of luck today. I had to come first and Junior had to come sixth. It was never really going to be massively easy for me, but yeah, it's all come together.
And to finish the year in the top three overall and another podium finish, pretty special.
Yeah, I couldn't have asked for better in my first year. I remember my first ever event here, sat in the car thinking I'm going to get lapped. So to achieve what I have in my first year, I just can't believe it really, and it's been amazing.
Let's confirm the championship at the end of the season. Nathan Heathcote the champion by 3 points from Julian Godfrey. Ollie Bennett third from Kevin Proctor. The new British Rallycross champion is Nathan Heathcote. The Junior Rallycross Championship was decided at Pembrey. Tom Llewellyn has been the dominant driver all season. He's missing this weekend, giving the others a chance. Ola Henry Steinsholt topping the points after qualifying. The MSA Junior Rallycross Championship final is about to get underway with Ola Henry Steinsholt and the Toms, Middleton and Constantine on the front row, Morgan Root and Sebastian Hoydalen on row 2. As the lights go green, the front-wheel drive Suzuki Swifts scrabble for grip and they blast away down towards Clervaux. Now, so far, of course, this season, it really has been largely about Tom Llewellyn. He has been the dominant driver, but not exclusively, because there was a rare win by somebody else, namely in the red and white car, Ola Henry Steinsholt at Mondello Park. Steinsholt runs second then. They tiptoe their way, all of these teenagers, up towards the right-hander of Hawthorne, and a big slide straight away from Tom Constantine, who hits Steinsholt, and round he goes. He ends up facing the right way, and there's more drama, look, as they're being muscled out of the way. Sebastian Hoydalen finding traction is not easy at all at the moment. So as they bounce their way across the loose section of the circuit, Ola Henry Steinsholt leads the way. Morgan Root is there in second spot. And there, look, 161, Tom Middleton is next up. Tom Constantine, after that big lose at the very start, has continued, albeit with a chunk of damage. And look at the damage he did to Steinsholt's car as well. Big bite of bodywork missing out of the front left corner. It's a much more sedate pace compared to the supercars, but don't for a moment think that these drivers are trying any less hard. And with one lap in the book, Ole Henry Steinsholt leading Morgan Root, who has really come good over the course of the season. He's got better and better. Morgan Root came out of easy karts, aged 11. He was in the Super 1 karting category last year. And Ole Henry Steinsholt, the Norwegian cross kart champion, new to right-hand drive cars this season, a member of the Norwegian elite training programme, is the man leading the way. His aim was to emulate the 2013 champion Kevin Hansen, a Scandinavian, winning in the British Junior Championship, but he didn't factor in the pace of Tom Llewellyn, who has been the dominant driver. And now look, they all start to bunch up, with Tom Middleton closing onto the back of Morgan Root, and there you've got Tom Constantine, number 7, closing up in 4th place as well. So it's 4 for the race lead. You've got this 16-wheel Suzuki Swift up front as it comes across the line. For Steinsholt, though, it's looking good, but now he's got all of the pressure. As if track conditions weren't horrible enough, he's got 3 cars stacked up behind him, all the drivers breathing down his neck now. Through they turn together. There is 7, that's Tom Constantine. Into the chicane. Now his next target is Tom Middleton. The Tom-Toms navigate their way onto the loose, as up front it remains Ole Henry Steinsholt, Mondello winner, Morgan Root tucked up behind him. Could he score a maiden victory of the season? He's certainly near enough to make a move. Down they come to the hairpin. You can see now, as the weather conditions worsen, how more rutted the track is becoming, how much more bumpy, as well as how much more slippery it is. Out of that hairpin, onto the power, and then there's that little step down onto the loose again. The drivers have to try and assess where the grip is, and onto the last lap. Wipers working overtime. Ole Henry Steinsholt goes through, looking for win number 2 of the season. A 1/10 of a second between the top 2. All the drama at the very start. Ole Henry Steinsholt has not been able to get away, but arguably he doesn't need to. As long as he's ahead when the flag comes out, that's the job done. Right and then left they turn through the chicane here to the loose section of the circuit. At the back of the pack, Sebastian Hoydalen, another of the cross-karters, trying to make progress after being turned around on the opening lap, but he's struggling really to get in on the act. It's 3 for the lead with a corner to go. Steinsholt, Root, and then Middleton. Down they come, turn right onto the power. Ole Henry Steinsholt, though, has done enough. He will come through and score victory for the 2nd time this year in the final in the MSA Junior Rallycross Championship. Morgan Root 2nd, Tom Middleton 3rd. Post-race drama, Tom Constantine excluded for contact early on. Ole Henry Steinsholt, the winner, though, from Morgan Root and Tom Middleton, with James Constantine 4th ahead of Sebastian Hoydalen. At the end of the year, though, it's Tom Llewellyn, a dominant champion from Ole Henry Steinsholt. Tom Middleton 3rd ahead of Morgan Root, and then the Constantines. James ahead of cousin Tom. Here at Croft, the final round of the MSA Supernational Rallycross Championship is about to get underway. Tristan Ovenden, Ash Simpson and Guy Corner on row 1. Alan Tapscott and Paige Bellamy row 2. Ahead of Gary Simpson, Tony Lynch and Slavomir Volok. Championship on the line as the lights go green. This man is the championship leader, Tristan Ovenden. He's 9 points up on Paige Bellamy, and he leads the race down towards turn 1. Ash Simpson on the inside, Paige Bellamy on the outside for 2nd place. As long as Ovenden is ahead of Bellamy, it is game over, and Paige drops to 4th behind Slavomir Volok, the pole, as they round Clairvaux for the first time. The track a little bit drier than it was yesterday for the final round of qualifying heats, and as they come now through the chicane onto the loose, it is Tristan Ovenden trying to get away. The Clio, though, is under attack. Ash Simpson here in the nimble Lotus goes right round the outside. Fabulous move that, all the way round the outside, sideways and bouncing across the loose. Ash Simpson, double Supernational champion, goes into the lead, and Slavomir Volok goes off the road. Loses orientation altogether as Alan Tapscott fends off Tony Lynch as they hit the loose. So, Simpson leading, 2nd is Ovenden, 3rd is Paige Bellamy, 4th is Guy Corner. He was the runner-up last year, and Ash Simpson not really a factor as far as the championship is concerned. He's taking points away from Ovenden, but more significantly, he's taking them away from Bellamy. Paige really needs to win this, with Ovenden being 6th or lower, and that ain't going to happen. So, Tristan Ovenden has got one hand on the championship title. On board with him now. A across the loose, fighting for traction all the while. There's Slavomir Volok after his spin. He's a long way back, but he's still going. Tristan Ovenden thinking about the championship and making sure he fends off Paige Bellaby. The ex-Jamie Bird Clio V6 turns its way now out of the hairpin. They lean on each other and Bellaby gets all sideways. Just hangs onto the slide, but Guy Corner goes through, takes the place away. Bad news, I'm afraid, for Paige Bellaby. She will slip back another spot, therefore. The former junior champion battles on as double Supernational titleist Ash Simpson leads the way. He's building this gap over this man, champion-elect Tristan Ovenden, and there, look, with a wiper on up into third, is Guy Corner, the runner-up in the championship last season. Could he take second place here away from Ovenden? Corner going better than ever at his local circuit. Gary Simpson in the BMW closing on outgoing champion Tony Lynch. Ovenden then bouncing his way down towards the hairpin. Guy Corner is right there behind him. Guy winless this season. Ovenden won at Mondello, at Lyddon, and then both at Pembrey. But here, Guy Corner tries to challenge. Has he got the traction on the outside line? Yes, he has. Starting the last lap, side by side, and he goes through. Picks up the place down towards Clairvaux, and that's Lynch and Simpson who are off the road and going in the wrong direction as well. It looks like the two cars are locked together almost, but they free themselves, do a U-turn, and get back onto the circuit. Tony got lynched, I think, there. So, up front, Ash Simpson is heading for a race win, but Tristan Ovenden is heading for a title. He runs third ahead of Paige Bellaby. Paige won here at the start of the year. She won at Lyddon. She won at Pembrey. Tony Lynch had a win at Mondello, but after that it's been all about Tristan Ovenden. Very much a season of two halves, but Ash Simpson makes you wonder what would have happened had we seen him for the whole season. He was quick here at the start of the season, and he's going to win the final in the final round as well. Checkered flag is waved. Ash Simpson wins the Supernational final from Guy Corner. Tristan Ovenden wins the Supernational Championship from Paige Bellaby. Let's do the race result first of all. Ash Simpson the winner from Guy Corner and Tristan Ovenden. Paige Bellaby fourth from Alan Tapscott, and then Slavomir Volok. Tristan Ovenden, Supernational champion, has a pretty nice ring to it. Paige Bellaby, the runner-up, defending champion Tony Lynch, ends the season third ahead of Guy Corner.